Wherever you look across the world, there are huge environmental problems, whether it's loss of forests, loss of biodiversity, spreading deserts, overuse of fresh water. Everywhere you look, there are environmental problems that have the potential to make life on this planet very difficult for human beings. And on top of that, there is, of course, global warming, which has the potential to make life impossible for human beings. And animals, livestock grown for meat and dairy, are at the heart of all these issues, every single one of them.
Is what we're already seeing now as a result of overkilling livestock in the past, or is it something that's going to get progressively worse? I mean, what's your opinion on that?
The big problem is that as countries industrialise, the West is best sort of dietary policies, and they want meat, and they want it because the West has it. And so the number of animals being killed is going up, not exponentially, but it's increasing dramatically year on year on year. And I mean, if we just take global warming, for instance, yes, there has been a build-up, but it's accelerating. And if you read the scientific reports now, scientists are becoming desperate because we have very little time left. And in fact, VIVA spoke to the head of the Intergovernmental Panel on Climate Change, the UN body deputed to look at the whole issue, and asked, how long have we got left before global warming becomes unstoppable? And he said, probably 10 years. We're talking 1 decade. That's why action is urgent. People have got to change their diet. And what will happen if they don't is that it literally will become unstoppable. And the reason for that is that as the air warms, as the climate warms, the Arctic Ocean expands and warms at the bottom. From the bottom comes up billions, literally billions of tons of methane. And similarly with the frozen tundras of the world, locked into the tundras are, again, billions of tons of methane. As they warm, it releases that methane, which then causes more global warming, which releases more methane. And it's called positive feedback, and once it starts, you can't stop it, you can't control it. And it's very frightening.
What effects does livestock have on global warming?
It's fascinating that governments have chosen to pillory air travel as one of the main causes of global warming, and it's nonsense. Air travel accounts for about 3% of all global warming gases. Livestock, for meat and dairy, constitute 18%, the second biggest cause of greenhouse gases, more than all the world's cars, trains, boats, planes, all added together, which account for about 13.5%. Livestock are the second biggest cause, but their effect is much, much greater than that. Because they're also responsible for spreading deserts, destroying topsoil, and the hacking down of forests. Both these are huge sources of sinks for carbon, where carbon is stored. So not only are they the second biggest cause of global warming gases, they're destroying the Earth's ability to absorb CO2. So their combined impact is appalling. It's dreadful.